quite a
Lovely.
chicken. Oh,
Sorry.
sorry. No, what was that?
No, what was your question?
I was just going to say it's a little bit awkward sitting here in silence, isn't it?
Yes, I know what you mean. It's strange, isn't it, that need to talk? Do you like Waiheke?
Oh, yes, I do. It's so lovely here. So many things to do as well. Quite expensive, but yes. And you?
Well, are you staying here long?
Oh, no, not long, no. Just for the weekend. It's so nice to get away from Auckland. I mean, it is rather costly, but just really nice.
Yes, yes.
And yourself?
Oh, well, actually, I'd like to, but no, not long. In fact, I'm actually thinking of moving to the island.
Oh.
Yeah, I was in Onaroa today looking at some of the real estate agents' windows and picking up some brochures. There's quite a bit in the local paper, too.
And are they quite expensive, like this place?
Expensive? Do you always worry about money?
Well, someone has to, or there wouldn't be any left, would there? Don't you ever worry about money?
That reminds me of something I read in the newspaper once. Yes, it's about saying that very often the things that attract us when we first meet people are the things that annoy us most once we're married.
Oh. Like what, for example?
Oh, well, as you may have gathered, I'm a little bit free with my money, you know, and when I first met my wife, she was very happy for me to take her out, buy her presents, that sort of thing. But once we were married, but like you, she became very money conscious, and now she's always trying to curb my spendthrift ways.
Well, she obviously hasn't had much success in that, has she, if you're looking to buy real estate here on Waiheke? Are they expensive?
Oh, well, if you want beach access it is. I mean, a little beach patch with wild cannabis growing in the garden probably cost you about $1 million. Yeah, but there's some very nice 3-bedroom places, not that different in price than some of the better suburbs in Auckland. Yeah, I'm actually getting an agent to show me around some tomorrow.
Oh, what a great idea. And you'll get to see so much more of the island at the same time.
Well, you could come too if you're free.
Well, I am free tomorrow, actually, yeah. I'm free tonight as well.
Free means. Well, anyway, the agent's picking me up at the main entrance at about 9 a.m.
Great, I shall look forward to it. And how many properties will we be seeing?
Oh, about 12.
12?
That's hardly any. There are over 4,000 properties here on Waiheke and probably 400 for sale.
Oh. And is your wife keen to move too?
How did you know I was married?
Well, firstly, you just told me, didn't you? Spendthrift ways, trying to curb it. And secondly, well, married men have a sort of smug air about them. Quite different from unmarried men who are a little more rough around the edges, jagged, a bit more nervous. Also, I think it's women's intuition to tell a married man, but I have my psychic powers. You don't need to worry about intuition or psychic powers though, do you? Because I'm wearing a wedding ring. I sort of keep off my property sign that feminists so dislike.
Well, yes, but you're right. But does your feminine intuition tell you whether I'm happily or unhappily married?
Oh yes, that's even easier.
Well, what is it? Are you going to say sort of halfway?
No, not halfway.
Well then.
You are as happily married as my husband is.
And if I was to say, how happily married is he, you would say,
as happily married as you are.
That's a bit like one of those horoscopes, isn't it? Well, mind you probably write them, don't you? You know the sort of thing. Mars is rising, so be careful with your money. The moon suggests something interesting will happen to you. Venus points to romance. Sort of has to be true, really, doesn't it?
Well, staying here isn't exactly being careful with money. But has anything interesting happened to you today? And what about romance?
Actually, one of the most interesting things that's happened to me today is meeting you.
Not looking in real estate windows in Onaroa then?
Oh, well, that was interesting, but in a very different sort of way.
Was it romantic?
Oh, good God, no.
Was meeting me?
Perhaps.
So, I'm interesting, am I? In what way interesting?
Well, for example, there's a TV lounge here for the residents, but you're not in there with all the others. You're out here on your own. There's nobody else out here. You're sitting here without even a book or magazines or, dare I say it, knitting. It's almost as if you're waiting for someone.
Well, Sherlock, hey, I like that knitting idea. It's so unlike a man to suggest it. Anyway, I was waiting.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you waiting for your husband?
No, sit down. I said I was waiting for someone, not I am. Past tense, and you are definitely tense. You said I seemed to be waiting for someone. I was waiting for them, but I'm not waiting for them any longer.
Oh, so they're not coming anymore?
No. You're not very good at this, are you, Sherlock?
Well, actually, I'm usually quite good at sort of, cryptic crosswords, the Sudoku, that sort of thing. No, well, hang on a minute, let me get it. So wait a minute. Ah, yes, I've got it. They may still be on their way, but you're no longer waiting for them.
No.
Wait. 1, you were waiting for someone. 2, they didn't arrive. 3, you're no longer waiting for them. So,
You lost me after 1.
what? They don't arrive? You mean they did arrive?
No.
But they have arrived. Ah, so they've been and gone. But wait a minute. I'm the only one who's arrived.
Bingo.
You mean you were waiting for me?
Well, sort of. I knew you were clearly a non-TV person, so you wouldn't go into the TV lounge.
But how do you know if somebody's a non-TV person before they've even... I'll give up. You a librarian by any chance? When you see the catalogue people, sort of fiction, non-fiction, TV, non-TV, that sort of thing.
Oh, well, exactly. I mean, if you think about it, TV people are fiction, and you're... Hey, you're really clever, yes. TV people are fiction, and you're non-fiction, and you're a non-TV person. And you're definitely all non-fiction.
Well, you're right, of course. But, yes, I'm definitely non-TV. But how did you know before you even met me?
Oh, don't worry about that getting to know them stuff. It's easy. Firstly, non-TV people are never boring. They always do interesting things with their lives, like, I don't know, read plays, read books, go to plays even, play the ukulele, do the knitting. Although hopefully not whilst at a play.
Well, I'm sorry. I certainly can't knit, and I'm not even sure I know how to spell the ukulele, but I don't play it. Mind you, I do know a couple who like to read, but interestingly, they like to read to each other rather than to themselves.
Oh, well, I can beat that. I know a couple who like to act in plays rather than go to plays.
Ah. Well, I know an even more non-TV couple. Not only act in plays, they actually write plays. In fact, they have a little playwriting game. When they come and stay in a place like this, one of them goes off, a bit like hide and seek, and the other one has to go and find them. Then when they meet, they pretend they've never met before. They always start the play with the same 5
words. Hello. Is this seat taken?